Now, South Africa's government has launched an investigation into how traces of donkey and water buffalo found their way into other meat products. An independent study found that most of the country's major supermarkets were failing to label the full ingredients. After a similar scandal in Europe, it has the industry worried. Again, CCTV's Guy Henderson with more details.
The papers have it down as a scandal. A study by a university professor picked up by a national daily that's run with it, naming most of the country's supermarkets as alleged culprits. Donkey and water buffalo, just some of the substances found in meat products labelled as other things.
So they'll use the same machine to cut pork.
The government has launched an investigation. Consumers say they've been deceived.
There's the consumer's right to choice. There's a consumer's right to information. For instance, myself, if I want to go and buy a piece of meat, let's say beef, I don't expect to find in that beef piece of meat particles of pork, for instance, or kangaroo meat or donkey meat, all right? If those things are there, I must be informed as a consumer so that I'm able to exercise my right to choice.
It all sounds so familiar to a controversy still gripping Europe, where horse meat was found to have in some cases replaced the labelled product. It's had a dramatic impact on the industry and food prices. But this is different. So far only traces have been found, something supermarkets say may be unavoidable, though they do believe lessons have been learned.
There's definitely cross-contamination involved. You can't get rid of DNA easily. It's the nature of the process. What we do need is a threshold like they have in the UK and the EU of 1% allowing other species DNA. The matter of the fact is that our government, we don't have enough environmental health inspectors, the capacity to really effectively regulate the entire industry.
But analysts say this may serve as a warning shot to the private sector rather than public.
It is unlikely to be long-term repercussions, except for the benefit of the consumer, that retail companies are likely to be more scrutinous of their production, their supply lines.
A good headline then, but no need to panic yet. Off the back of Europe's ongoing meat scandals, consumers even here remain a little jumpy. But saying that, in this instance, there's not actually been any proof yet of wrongdoing. So in many ways, this case says more about the international damage done to the European food industry than it does about the state of South Africa's. Guy Henderson, CCTV, Johannesburg.